Hello everybody, this is your weekly card reading for the 20th to the 26th of March. My apologies for not posting last week. I was very poorly with the stomach virus, but thankfully I'm a lot better now, so onwards and upwards. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all doing alright. I know there's lots of people out there who have got stuff going on in their lives, and of course I'm thinking of you all. Anybody needs my support, please let me know. But let's see what the cards have got for us this week, and hopefully we can get something positive to come out. I've taken 3 cards from the deck, so let's have a look. For tomorrow, which is Friday, through until Sunday, we have the Ace of Air card. A really positive card to start with. Aces, of course, are new beginnings, and air cards are to do with thought and planning and being up inside our heads. So this card is about inspiration, new ideas, thoughts coming to us out of the blue. Now, this will be about something that has previously worried you or troubled you in some way. And over the weekend, it's like you suddenly get an idea, you suddenly get a thought of how you can make it better, or a thought of how you can change things, something that you can do and be proactive about it. And you realise now that there is a way forward and there is a way to make things better, and you're so excited about that. You're really kind of full of beans and can't wait to implement the ideas that are coming to you. So it certainly will put a smile on your face over the weekend, because before the situation in your life has played on your mind quite heavy. It's been going round and round and round, as these things tend to do, and you've been quite worried and concerned about what you're going to do. But now, like, this divine intervention, the inspiration out of the blue comes to you, and you can see that actually things aren't as bad as you previously thought, and you can move forward and you can make things better. If there's only been any kind of confusion in the past, clarity will now replace that. So you can see things with fresh eyes, and you can see how to move forward. And like I say, it's a very, very positive card for you. Monday and Tuesday, we have the 8 of Water card. Now, this card on first glance may not seem as positive as the other one, but let me explain. The 8 of Water is a card about the things that once made us happy, the things that once fascinated us and had passion in our heart about, have gone. We don't feel the same level of interest, we don't feel the same level of joy, we don't feel the same level of commitment towards them that we once did. This can be a job, it can be a hobby, it can be people even in our lives. Things that once enticed us, things that once made us happy, now don't. And there is a real desire to move on to something else. Now, like I say, that can seem quite negative, but change is a natural part of life. Change is part of the rhythm of life, You've got to look outside your window at the moment to see that spring is coming, finally, and winter is on its way out. Change happens every day, all the time. People die, people are born, night turns to day, day turns to night. Change is who we are, it's what we do. And change can be scary in our lives. Change can be, even if it's changed to something better, it's still scary because we feel like we're going to something unknown. And even if things have been bad, well, at least you know what you're doing. You know this is the way things are. So change can be scary, but this change that's in your life, this feeling of wanting to be with other people or wanting to do something different, is a positive thing, because it's putting you on a different path, and it's putting you on a path that you're meant to be on. So if you have this feeling, this intuitive desire to leave things or people behind, and to move forward to something else, then don't ignore those feelings. Don't ignore those thoughts that go on inside your head. I'm not saying you've got to be impulsive or do something, that you may later regret. But seriously, if you're having these feelings, you're having them for a reason, and it needs to really be looked at. It needs to really be considered. If you are going to move on, if you are going to move forward, then you obviously need to plan how that's going to work, when it's going to happen, what resources you need to make that happen. Regardless of what it is, you need to put plans in place so that you can move forward in a very positive and in a very easy way, so you don't make life overly complicated for yourself. So I say, if you are feeling this way, then please pay attention to it, because it's happening for a reason. But you certainly feel like you're growing as a person. Mentally, emotionally and spiritually, you are growing and changing and developing as a person. So again, this change, this desire to move on is a kind of perfectly natural reaction to that growth. So you will end up where you're meant to be. Finally, Wednesday and Thursday is a 9 of Air cards. We've had this card before and I've spoken about it because it's all to do with self-fulfilling prophecy, in the sense that you have gotten yourself again into a negative headspace. You are expecting really bad things to happen. Everything's going to go wrong. You're really worried and concerned. It follows quite nicely on from the card before, actually, because now, you do want to move on. You do want to make those changes, but obviously now you're worried about it, and you're worried that everything will go wrong, and the things that you want to leave behind. Well, what if that doesn't work? And what if somebody shouts at me? And what if I upset somebody? And what if the thing I go to doesn't work? And blah, 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 blah. And suddenly, what did start off as being quite positive is now becoming something very dark and something very negative. However, when we concern ourselves, when we focus all our attention on things going bad and things going wrong, actually we are in danger of making those things actually happen. The things that we don't want to happen for ourselves, we actually are in danger of making them real. Because everything in the universe is energy, including our thoughts. Our thoughts are one of the most powerful energy sources in the whole universe. And the things that you think about, the things that you worry about, you will draw them to you like a magnet, because like attracts like. And so if you focus all your attention on what can go wrong, you really are in danger of making it go wrong, even if you don't want to. Like I said before, change is scary, but the key thing is to really plan, to really, get all your concerns down, to really look at the issues from every single angle. Part of my life coaching training is to use SMART goals, so that you are I can't never say this word, sorry, specific about your goal. You measure it. So how are you going to see, what measurements are you going to use? You're going to say, I'll know I've done it when I've got this amount, or I'll know I've done it because I've completed so many things, or so measurements. Is it accurate for you, so that is it something that is relevant for you, and of course times. So how long are you going to give yourself to do this? What date are you going to give yourself? What deadline? And is that deadline flexible? Is it realistic? So really look at your goals, really write them down, really look at how you're going to do that. And doing that, writing your goals down, writing your desires down to change, makes them real. Stick them up somewhere that you can see them, and it will make them real, and it will make you feel more positive. And, take those steps every day. Take a small step every day towards your goal, towards your dream. And if you do that, you will get there. And it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, but you will get there if you keep moving forward. Having sleepless nights and making yourself poorly because you're worrying about stuff doesn't do you any favours, and doesn't do anybody else any favours. But taking your control back, taking your power and realising your own power will make you feel so much more positive about everything. So that's my big tip, is take back your power and plan and really focus on where you're going and moving forward, and you will be okay. Okay. So yeah, an interesting week, a really good start over the weekend, but there's going to be a bit of issues next week that you will be worried about, but you have the power within you to not worry and to take back your control. If you need my help with anything, guys, please let me know. As well as my psychic stuff, as I said, I now can help you with other matters as well. So if you are struggling with anything, if you want some advice or you want me to help you in any way, please let me know and I will do my best to help you. I wish you guys have a really, really good week. I'm on Facebook, of course, or at Katie Golby, or I'm on my website, which is psychicmama.co.uk. All right then, guys, I'm going to head off, but I wish you guys lots of love and light.